What's going on, everyone? Indy here with Ultimate Tool Reviews, and today I'm checking out some camping tools today. This is going to be an electric kettle from a brand called Stoke Voltaics, and it's kind of an interesting kettle here. It's kind of going to be like a kind of 3-in-1 kettle here. So it actually comes with this kind of, nice foam, cozy overmold on the outside. It runs off 120 volts on the side here. This is just going to be your basic IEC grounded connector here. Nothing, out of the ordinary. I'm sure you've got plenty of these laying around at home. And they, of course, do include one. Now, it's actually got, I think it's going to be a 16-ounce capacity. Yes, right there. 16-ounce capacity there. That's your max safe level to fill it there. And it's going to be a 403 grade aluminum. This retails for about $99. There is, some occasional sales that I've seen. Comes out like 10 or 20 bucks at a time. So it's a pretty cool little pot here. Now, it is rated for 500 watts. They claim that it gets water boiling in about 5 minutes, which is pretty cool. Now, I've got my Vivor portable power station behind me that's rated for 600 peak and 300 continuous. So that would not work with this cup here. But there is a mode here on the side called pop, which is for like making like popcorn or just kind of, like a slow heat warm, which will actually do the trick for heating up things like soup slower than if you did like eat or drink. Whereas drink is designed to, of course, boil water. Eat is for things like, heating up soup really, really quick. So I've got a can of soup here, and let's see how long it takes. All right, got that nicely poured in there. We are exactly at 16 ounces of that can, which is really cool. So let's get this thing plugged in here on the side. Just plugs right in here. Now, of course, if you try to use drink or eat here, your Vivor here, your portable power station will just tell you, hey, it'll start beeping. Hear the fan kick on and say, basically shut power off to it as it's becoming, overused. You can't pull 500 watts of power continuous from this. It's just not going to work. But you can, of course, use a lower mode that does not pull as much power. So check this out. We're going to turn this on now. From the Vivor station, we're pulling 112 watts. Let's see here if it averages out here. I think it does. Yeah, 108 to 114 watts there. About 2 hours of runtime, depending on where we, even out here. But it's a heating element, so sometimes these can, go up and down when it comes to how much power they're using. And while that's heating up, I'd like to take a look at the cap here. So they say that it's designed specifically to kind of contain the steam in a certain way. Of course, you're making coffee or like a tea or hot chocolate in here. You've got a little spot here you can drink from, which is pretty neat. And then you've got kind of like a steam thing on the side there. So I don't know if I'd actually drink from this myself. I mean, I heard some complaints on some of the reviews that this is too small. Honestly, if you're just like just one person, this is actually fantastic. For just, the size of it, it's not like it's a massive thing here. I mean, check this out. That's my hand over it. It's like just like a larger coffee mug size, which is pretty cool. All right, we're at about 5 minutes, 35 seconds now. I can already hear it starting to definitely, maybe possibly start to boil a little bit here. So I'm gonna give it another minute or so. I'm gonna say it's gonna be well ready to eat by about the 7-minute mark here. So give it more time here and let's see what happens. All right, by the 6-minute mark here with the Vivor, I'm already down 9%. If you're wondering, that's not terrible. So we're gonna be down maybe 15% by the time that we have a whole can of soup heated up, I had to guess. So that's not bad for, being under $300. This thing is pretty impressive, honestly. All right, guys, we are not yet at boiling, but I just tried some, and it's definitely warm enough to eat, so that is pretty cool. We're at about 7 minutes and 45 seconds using the pop setting. Of course, it's going to be slower than using like the eat or drink setting because I'm not pulling, the full 500 watts here. We're only pulling about 120 max right now. Of course, you're trying to use it somewhere where you don't have necessarily a powerful power source, like just a power station like this. That's a great option. It'd be really cool if we had a lot, more of these, camping solutions where you can heat up stuff with more like low, medium, high heats, depending on what you're able to plug it into. But only using about 10% of the power out of this Vivor 300 watt power station. That's actually pretty cool. So I was able to heat up an entire can of soup relatively easily. Took about 7 minutes, 40 seconds from what my timer said here. So not bad at all, honestly. I think this thing is actually pretty cool. I definitely can't wait to use this thing more often. So guys, like I said, this isn't necessarily, the most compact or small little, portable hot or heated kettle here. We're at about 7 3/8 of an inch there tall, And total width here, we're gonna be just under 4 inches, probably 4 inches and like 3/4 of an inch there. So yeah, it's not too big, not too small if I had to put it, you know, in the best way possible here, but honestly, it's pretty neat. I'm pretty impressed with this little thing. Definitely can't wait to take it camping, be able to heat up, you know, coffee and tea relatively quickly if I've got, you know, direct power, or if I've got to use, say, something like a portable power station, you lose power, this is always a great option. I know last year during the hurricane, my wife and I had no power, and I tried using my little Makita coffee maker to heat up hot water, just to make, you know, some ramen noodles, and that thing burned like 2 Makita batteries within just a couple of minutes, and we didn't really have enough hot water to even make one thing of ramen noodles. This thing I can make it honestly no problem, and it's actually designed to have, you know, making stuff in it, so it's kind of cool. And then of course, you know, having a portable power station is definitely a must. My next project for this thing will definitely be getting a solar panel system for this. And as you can see here, we just turned off, so we are at the correct temperature, and we are all set. So guys, if you want to check that out on Amazon, I'll leave a link below, but I'm definitely kind of getting into some more of the, you know, camping side of the tools here. Definitely some really cool stuff. I'm gonna go camping this year, and definitely try to, you know, find some of the best stuff out there. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and have a great day.